And again, we are live. Welcome to the stream. This will be the last one before Christmas, so Merry Christmas to everyone that celebrates it. And today on this stream, I'm going to be talking about Ledger Wallet and the recent hack, what happened, what you can do to protect your money, and my tips going forward. So let's get started. So what is Ledger Wallet? Basically, it's a hardware wallet. You can get different types that they produce. But basically, it's used to store private keys for cryptocurrencies offline. So instead of storing them on an exchange that could potentially get hacked, the idea is that you store them on this Ledger wallet. You have the private keys for your cryptocurrency, and it's offline, so it cannot be hacked. However, let's read on. So there's two that they operate, which is the Ledger Nano S and Ledger Blue. Both wallets support 25 cryptocurrency blockchains. I think the Ledger Blue is now called the Ledger X. So you can store Bitcoin, Ethereum, as well as lesser known ones. So there's quite a lot that they do now. I think it's actually over 100 now. I think this is, 2018. It's quite outdated. So breaking down Ledger Wallet, conducting transactions using cryptocurrencies requires the use of cryptographic private keys, but these keys, which are generally stored online, are susceptible to thefts and hacks. Cryptocurrency users have developed alternative systems for storage. These include hot wallets, which are online, mobile wallets on your smartphone, and paper wallets stored on paper. So hardware wallets are a form of offline storage. They're device-based, meaning they use storage mechanisms such as like a USB that you plug straight in. And in theory, it's difficult for hackers to access the key from online. So, just want to show you a quick video of the Ledger website.
People have always protected what they hold precious. When things were tangible, trust was visible. But that world has changed, and it's no longer so easy. Where everything's digitalized and connected. Data breaches make people fear losing valuable assets. New threats won't be stopped by war or an army. That's where we come in. We are Ledger. We are a unique digital security ecosystem that provides protection, built on verifiable trust across our people, hardware, and software. Because we know trust deserves proof. Without it, there will always be doubt. We relentlessly hack, attack, and stress test our own solutions. Because we know security means never standing still. We develop devices that allow clients to safeguard their critical digital assets, completely independent of our company's systems. We are Ledger, and we equip our clients with resilience. Ledger, resilience by design.
So there's a little promo video there. Obviously, they're probably going to have to change it since they got hacked. But I'm going to show you what does that mean basically. What does this hack mean? So this is the report that came out. So physical addresses of 270,000 Ledger owners leaked on Hacker Forum. So someone has leaked the stolen email and mailing addresses for the Ledger cryptocurrency wallet users on a Hacker Forum for free. Ledger is a hardware cryptocurrency wallet used to store, manage, and sell cryptocurrency. So I mentioned before the 24 recovery phrase that you have an actual secret passphrase that only the owner knows. So let me just say, first of all, it's impossible to hack the recovery phrase because it's on a piece of paper and it's 24 words. So they can't hack that because it's impossible to find online unless someone's taken a picture of it or stored it online. But assuming that everyone just keeps it paper-based, you can't hack that. However, the issue is that people's emails have been hacked and the contact numbers hacked, meaning that people can email them through phishing attempts. They can try and scam them to give up their login details for Ledger or login details for anything else that they use, which could be on exchanges. So already in June 2020, Ledger suffered a data breach after a website vulnerability allowed threat actors to access customers' contact details. So there's two files that they've shared. One is an email subscription list, and then the obviously worst one is the emails and addresses and phone numbers. So it's 1 million people for the subscription mailing list, and then the most sensitive one is 270,000. So December 20th it came out. So obviously there's going to be people pretending to be Ledger data. There's basically people going to be email pretending that they're from Ledger, asking you for your password, because they've got your email address, your address details, so they can try and get into anything to get your money. So this is what happened. This is the email that came through here. We regret to inform you that we've been alerted of a data breach affecting confidential data belonging to approximately 115,000 of our customers, which includes personal information, PIN encrypted private and public keys, as well as the amount of each cryptocurrency stored inside the wallet. You assume this email address because the email address associated with your wallet has been found to be within the affected compromised data. So this is what could happen. Is a fake phishing app, and that's obviously to get your data. So what should you do basically? Never tell anyone your Ledger recovery phase or your secret passcode, and never enter it on an app or website. The phrases should only be entered on a Ledger device you're trying to recover. And also obviously people are going to try and send letters to your house as well, because they'll have your address, your postal address. This is just an example. I don't know how legitimate this is, but someone apparently received this. So, hello, I've recently become aware of your cryptocurrency holdings. I also live in same city, and I know that you live at with their address. I'm not afraid to invade your home. I don't want to make this any harder than it has to be. I'm offering you $500. Shouldn't be too much considering the recent pump to leave you alone. I'm not afraid to show up when you least expect it and see how much my wrench works against your face. Or maybe even wait for you to leave your home and take your belongings whilst you're not there to call the police. I'll be waiting for my money and watching you before then. Then the payment. Whether that's real, I don't know. It sounds a bit fake to me, but someone could obviously message, and they could email you, they could text you, they could ring you, they could also send you some post and demand money, which I would ignore it all. This is on the Ledger website, so it talks about all the ongoing campaigns. So there's loads here that are listed, all different ones that people have been receiving. So it's text messages, it's emails. So you need to ignore everything and just keep checking updates from the website. So here it gives you common themes and tips. So never validate a transaction on your Nano if you're not the author of this transaction. Scammers will ask you to download a fake Ledger Live application, so they're doing apps as well, that will trigger a transaction on your Nano. You must reject the transaction. Ledger cannot and will not deactivate your device. So some phishing attempts are pretending Ledger deactivate or block your device for KYC reasons. Ledger is not in a position to block or deactivate your device. Any request asking you to do so is bogus. Always make sure you interact with Ledger's official channels. Fake domain names are being set up with a slight spelling difference, such as Ledger. You can see all the different spelling mistakes here. And it's just making sure these are the actual legit domain names. Ledger will never contact you via text message or phone call. So it's saying you can receive so-called Ledger communication via text message, WhatsApp, Telegram, phone call, postal letter. Assume it's all a phishing attempt and report it as spam, block the sender, and they'll only communicate with you through these official channels. And again, never share the 24 words of your recovery phrase with anyone. So I suppose one of the main questions going forward, apart from how you protect yourself there, is they shouldn't have got hold, unless they won't have any access to your money. The only way they will is if you give it them through a phishing attempt. They rob it, they get you 24 words your recovery phrase, but obviously change your passwords. And obviously the big question is, do you continue using Ledger? If you've not got a Ledger, would I recommend buying it? I would say yes. And the main reason is once something happens, when something gets hacked, usually there's advanced security measures that get in place, and it should be even more secure now after this has taken place. A lot of people are going to feel let down by what has happened with them with Ledger, but I would feel that the security will be ramped up now a massive notch considering this breach. And it's still the safest way, I would say, to store your crypto as opposed to on an exchange. So that wraps up the video. If you've got any questions, put them in the chat. As I said, it's the last video before Christmas. If you've got any requests for any videos, just put them in the chat. Subscribe to the channel, and I will